Good morning. My name is Janae. Today I will be doing my center presentation on Chapter 8, the Art Center. I chose art because it's fun, first and foremost. and art is a way for, especially with little ones, 3 and 4 year olds, for them to just be creative. The creativity, the possibilities are endless with art. And it is, I think, really important in the early childhood classrooms. It's important for kiddos to be able to express who they are, and they can do this with art without even having to say anything. Their art and their creations explain their self-expression for them. They're also, at this age, they're not obviously going to be drawing a masterpiece or creating a masterpiece, but they're using their art and they're learning how to manipulate the medium. They're working on fine motor skills. They're learning about different things, lines, shapes, colors. There's a lot there to be learned. In the classroom, I would say an art center should have a variety of fun, colorful, different types of mediums to use and create, and the setup should be easily accessible for the child. And the art projects that we plan should promote, their physical, cognitive, language development, stuff like that. You could also introduce art pieces or artists into the classroom. You can kind of incorporate that into a lesson. There's the music teacher at my kiddo's school. She does a fantastic job she doesn't just teach music, but whether it's kindergarten all the way to 5th grade, say for instance Black History Month, she'll do little bits throughout that month on various artists like Louis Armstrong or Aretha Franklin, and I think that's awesome that she doesn't just teach them songs, but she really teaches music and the creation of it and all of that. So I also think too with art, you can really tie it into like a thematic lesson. If you're doing, for instance, the art project I pick is sciencey, so you can almost just base any art project around whatever it is you're doing. If you're learning about animals or you're doing a science lesson or a math lesson, you can still throw a fun art project in there too. So, alright, for my lesson I chose magnet art. I thought that would be kind of cool if somebody was doing like a metal and magnet science lesson with their kiddos, that this would be a really fun project. For this project, all you need is a cardboard box or a paper plate. I have 5 kids and we have a lot of ramen sometimes. So I kind of thought this was cool. I kind of thought this was better than the paper plate because you have the wall barriers and the kiddos can't knock the metal pieces out and with paint and make a mess. So either that cardboard box or paper plate, and then you need a magnet. This one you can just get at a hardware store, but there are other types, so you can get craft magnets and glue them something to make a wand or something like that. I just kind of liked that this was the sleek little handle. I thought was good for little kids' hands. So there's that, and then you're going to need metal objects. My daughter and I went around the house finding some things. Again, I also thought it would be kind of cool if somebody was doing a science lesson and they have access to a metal detector. They could actually, if they have the opportunity to take their kids outside or walking around, and let the kids use the metal detector to find things to then use in their art project. Also, I thought it would be kind of cool too to collect some things that aren't metal. That way this kind of gives the kiddos an opportunity to see the difference in rubber, plastic, paper, hard plastic. They can touch, they can feel, compare the differences. So what's next up? And then paint. We are going to need paint and construction paper. We just taped some construction paper to the bottom of the box. I put a little dots here so we can just kind of squirt the paint in there. I figured squirty paint would be easier for little ones to just kind of pick and choose their own colors and squirt it in on their own. So yeah, with this they should be able to, they'll be manipulating the medium. They are identifying materials that are attracted to magnets. Again, you can make that a lesson, or you can just make this a fun project. If you choose to, you can, if you've got little ones, you can say something simple. A magnet is an object made up of different metals, and it can pull other metal objects towards itself. This force is called magnetism. Magnetism works over distance, and this means that the objects do not have to be touching for it to work. Yeah, and so they are, on the art aspect of it, with this project, they are learning, they can watch and see how the colors mix. You know, what color mixed with another color, what color that ends up looking like, or naming off colors. When they're doing this project too, if they are putting, they can use straight lines, they can use circles. So there's a lot of stuff they can do, and we are going to get started and demonstrate how this project works. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate our magnet art project. This is my adorable 10-year-old little helper over here. Go ahead, you can pick your colors. Go ahead and place them in there on the dots. Yeah, whatever, but I figured with little ones that helps give them some direction on where to put the paint. Okay, she's got her paint on. All right, Kimmy, which bowl do you think with that magnet is gonna, what's gonna work?
Metal.
Ah,
This one better.
a rubber dish. Gotcha. So that's a great way again to just teach little ones the difference between metal objects and other types of materials. Okay, once you put the magnet down, go ahead and place your metal wherever you want it. She is my artsy child, so everything has to be placed just right. Okay, so then you're going to lift the box and maneuver that magnet however you want. Just roll it around in that paint. Do you need any other objects? You don't want the tweezers?
That would probably help.
How about this wood object? Will that wood one work?
Only if it has that little bit of metal.
Maybe you can get more objects.
I feel like only purple and pink are getting on here.
And again, with the magnet she's doing underneath, you could do like circle shapes or triangles or just learning straight lines and just creating your own little abstract piece of art. Okay, so we did run into a few hiccups. It's trial and error, I guess. I think possibly our magnet is not strong enough. I probably should have got the extra strength in the craft section. And I think maybe the paint was too thick. I maybe should have gone with a thinner paint. However, she was using her creativity and decided to try it a different way instead of from the bottom. And it's looking beautiful. Okay, and there you have it. A beautiful piece of art made with magnets and learning and fun.